Welcome! Today we're continuing the Gintama journey with episode 119 and 120. Yeah, guys, I am back. This break that I took, it wasn't a planned break or anything. It was just forced out of the moment because I was a bit busy and lost a bit of motivation to record videos. That just happens sometimes, but it's not a big deal. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy what I do, because I do enjoy making these videos, but just sometimes, even though, just like with a job, a job that you like or even like a lot, there's just some points, sometimes you just lose motivation. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then when I tried to record again, my recording software had some issues and I couldn't record anything new. Kind of stressed me out, a bit frustrating, because it reminds me of the times when nothing was working. There was such a drag, but now everything seems to be in order again. And yeah, I can upload videos again to YouTube, to this channel. And I'm glad to be back. Yeah, as always, if you enjoy the content I'm making and you want to support this channel, you can of course head over to my Patreon, link in the description. You can also join the Discord server if you want to talk, hang out, and just to have some fun. Yeah, so let's get into episode 119. Since I am recording this like 2 weeks after, or even longer. Yeah, because the initial episode's reaction is a bit, yeah, quite some time. I can't speak English. It's been quite some time since I reacted to episode 119 and 120, because initially I did not upload or make a review because of time constraints, I think. And then I just procrastinated and pushed it further and further into the future. I did record other reactions. They're already up on my Patreon, by the way. And those have reviews, but this one doesn't. So I don't remember every detail from episode 119 and 20. And I just want to get this over with, because I tried recording this review so many times, but it's just I don't remember everything, and it feels like an incomplete review. But it's whatever. I don't care anymore. Let's just review episode 119. This one I really enjoyed. I think it was the mashup between Gintama and Dragonball. And whenever Gintama does a parody of another series, like Dragon Ball, or for example, Bleach, they did Bleach. I don't know which episode it was, but they did a parody of that, and that was also a really good episode. Not much happened, but it was also funny. The comedy was on spot, I think. On spot. I'm gonna have to get back into this. And speaking, yeah, whatever. On point. It was on point. And I felt that for this episode as well, for the parody of Dragon Ball. Though it had more to offer, in my opinion. This time, the protagonist of this episode was Toshiro, and his addiction to smoking, to cigarettes, which is a very interesting topic, because it also reminded me of a story my granddad told me. When he was younger, in his younger days, he used to smoke daily, and a little bit too much. I think at one point he said when it got worse, at the worst point, he smoked a few packs a day, which is to me just mind boggling. How can you smoke that much? But an addiction is an addiction. And any kind of addiction can be so destructive for yourself, your personal life, and the people around you. Especially for the more serious drugs. But I mean, smoking and alcohol as well are very dangerous. They are the drugs that kill the most people around the world because they are so easily accessible and legal. That's the point. Yeah, that's the difference between those and like other drugs, heroin or coke, you know. But the story he told me was one night when he was at his lowest concerning the addiction. He woke up drenched in sweat, shivering, could not breathe well, and just in shock and anxiety. He didn't know what was going on. It for him at that moment it felt like he was dying. He said to himself then, if I die in this night, if I don't wake up again, well, then it's over. No, that's not what he said. If I wake up again, that's what he said. If I wake up again and I can still function normally, I'm gonna quit smoking forever. Because he was in this kind of hole this whole time. He was already trying to quit smoking, but this was his last resort, I guess. And then the next morning he woke up, was still alive, and he actually did quit smoking. At that point, he never smoked again. That's just such an amazing story. It seems like it's out of a movie or something because he was able to quit because of that promise, because of what he experienced in that night. He was quit for good. Yeah. Yeah, it's a story I like to remember from time to time. And it's what popped up in my mind when I watched this episode about Toshiro. Yeah. His addiction, wow, is... I mean, he's an anime character, he's a fictional character. But still, I like the existence of this episode and the importance it kind of implies. Of course, it was not the real, maybe the background focus, the background theme, background philosophy, but the foreground was filled with Dragon Ball references and some good comedy, some real good comedy. I've been talking for even longer than expected. Let's just keep it at that. Yeah, his addiction is still an issue, I think. I don't remember how it ended. Really sorry, guys. Really sorry. This video is an exception. Yeah, in regards to reviewing it and not remembering everything. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue moving forward as well. Maybe. Well, at least it's gonna persist. That's what I think. Still, though, this episode is really much appreciated. and welcome. Now, episode 120. This was a two-parter. The first part was really good, and the second as well. Though the first part focused more on the anti-foreigner faction and how they operate, how they infiltrate or execute their plans. More specifically, how Katsura goes about, well, being an anti-foreigner or one of the leaders. The leader, actually. And what was so good to see, it had such an importance on portraying how the normal anti-foreigner faction differs from the more radical one, which belongs to Shinsuke Takasugi. How they operate. And the normal anti-foreigners, Katsura anti-foreigners, they were trying to infiltrate this restaurant and through that try to close down the restaurant and try to hush those Amanto away, I guess. All the while, the radical anti-foreigners were trying to, I think they were trying to blow the place up, at least kill the Amanto, which is different. A lot different from what Katsura was trying to do. So this episode showed the importance of what you believe in and your ideology, which way you go about it. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm just gotta say I really enjoyed this episode. Also, the appearance of Prince Baka. And what was a surprise to me, his actions. So far, to me, he was a very comical character. And also a very cruel character. Because the way he locks up his pets and steals them away from alien planets, so they have to leave their typical environment, the environment they're used to, their family. Yeah, that made me not really like him in a way. But this episode showed me that he does care, at least for some animals or some people, because he was so protective of the lobsters. Was it lobsters? I'm pretty sure it was, when they were trying to serve them as food. So yeah, he has my respect, at least. He has my respect, and I appreciate him being so caring and concerned for a living being. The second part was about the sushi restaurant, and that was pure comedy, and it was so funny. It really was. I don't remember that much. I just know that was very enjoyable and ridiculous as always. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it should be. And that's exactly what it was. An amazing ride. And, not much more to say. It was really good. There you got it. Okay. Man, I do not like this review at all. It's just mumbo jumbo. Whatever. Let's end it here. I hope you enjoyed this review, even though I did not like it, personally. And leave a like if you did. Comment down below what you think about these two episodes. Subscribe if you want to see more. So, enjoy your day. Take care and bye. And see you maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Probably, yeah. But at least more regularly again. So, bye.